The Instant Pot VORTEX Plus 10-quart air frying oven. I was real anxious to get it. I think it's a great looking unit. I purchased it because of this item right here. And I think it's a good idea. Now I've got plenty of air fryers. If you watch my channel, you know that. But I thought, if it can rotate them, I want to see how well it'll do certain items. And one of my favorite items is French fries. And I'm fixing to tell you why. I'm going to tell you which French fry I think does best in the air fryer, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm also going to show you some temp readings around the sides and all, where you'll have an idea what to expect. Now, if you'll look, I've got a spot right over there cleaned out. That's where it'll go, under my cabinet. It fits fine. It's a good looking unit. It has some advantages and some disadvantages, but I have other items that will make up for its disadvantages. So anyhow, I've also got the web page pulled up. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you what it gives you with the manual, which is some timetables that are kind of slack, because I wish it had a few more. And it actually directs you to that web page that you see I have pulled up. It says it has more, but it doesn't. I'm John Sanders. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Jelly, and let's get this started. Okay, so right out of the gate, I just want to start with this. Here's the manual that comes with it. And then it shows you in here, the only thing I can find with any kind of recipes is this cooking timetable. And I'm going to have to flip that over to show you a little better. It shows what we're going to do tonight. Thick cut fries, frozen, for 16 to 20 minutes in a rotisserie basket, which is what I want. But it also, you know, if you notice, it says wings and stuff like that, but it doesn't say wings from frozen, and it just a few more things I wish it had. But then it says, for a complete cooking timetable, visit instaappliances.com, which is this right here. I went there and I've looked all over it, and maybe I missed it. It even has an air fryer and oven section, which just takes you to something like this, which you can look yourself. I could not find any other timetables. That's not a big deal. You saw what was there, and if you know how to use an air frying oven, you may not need it. I just would have liked to have saw a couple more. But what we're going to do, we're going to fill this basket up. I'm going to make sure you can see it. We're going to fill the basket, the rotisserie basket up. Maybe not fill it up. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to fill it, say, halfway, because it doesn't indicate that either in that timetable, how much you should put in it. So I'm going to fill it to about right here. And then we're going to weigh it right here so we'll know how many French fries I have. And then we're going to preheat the oven, cook them, and see how they are. So now hold up. I'm going to go get the French fries I recommend, and I'll be right back. I'm using a bowl-in-bowl method. I've tested it out a little bit and found that it has this on the bottom, so you can't stand it. And you can. It's just a little wobbly, and then you put it here and you still got to kind of worry about that. So what I'm going to do is set it in that. That's how I'm going to put the fries in, and then I'm going to weigh them here. Okay, so I did want to show this ahead of time, which is as simple as this, and just so people watching may want to know. If you see that locking and unlock feature, all right, and then you see these tabs on the side, all you do is line that up, and most of you could figure this out, and I'm not insulting you, I hope, but I just thought you might want to know. But there's the unlock position. You twist it to the lock position. You just twist it there. Now this can't come off. As you can see, it's locked. All right, now the next thing is, and this is a little, you know, maybe not complicated, but you set the rotisserie basket in, and then if you see this black drive gear in the back, which is a square drive gear, you slide this back, and then you pull this red lever, and then you let it drop into place. And now your gear is lined up, your rotisserie basket is inserted, and all you had to do, if we had fries in there, was close it and start it. Okay, so there they are, my go-to French fry, the Ore-Ida Golden Crinkle. And I think it is the perfect air frying French fry. And that's because, I mean, if you look, you get a little more surface area because of the crinkle that adds a little more crisp. It also gives a little path as minimal as it is, it's better than nothing. It gives a little path for air to flow through. Now that is speaking from my favorite or my normal air fryers, which are not a rotating basket. So, you know, I may find that I can go back to hand cut fries. We've done them here for years. We used to deep fry hand cut fries all the time and we loved it. But this French fry right here, of all the ones I've tested, works excellent. Nobody's paying me to say this. Nobody's paying me to say none of this. I purchased all of this out of my pocket and nobody's even giving me any incentive. I'm just telling you, this is what I think works best in 9 out of 10 air fryers until today. Now, we'll see how this right here does, and I may go back to that, like I said. But for right now, my favorite French fry, Golden Crinkle. Okay, that is exactly 20 ounces of French fries. I'm going to put them in that basket and show you where they come to. Okay, so right here are the 20 ounces of fries. And you can see it's just a little bit past halfway, but good enough. Here are their instructions, which they call for thick cut fries, frozen, 16 to 20 minutes, 400 degrees, rotisserie basket. So what we got to do now is hit air fry. It's already at 400 degrees. As far as time, you know, one of the drawbacks of this is you can't reach in and see if one's getting done. You have to just go by their time, but you're going to have to take it all the way out to see. So I'm going to go with the lowest time. I'm going to go with 16 minutes. All right, now I'm going to hit start, and you'll be able to hear how noisy, or it's not noisy, how quiet it is. But you'll be able to, you know, you can kind of get an idea of how much noise it makes, and it's not bad. But what it does is it'll preheat the oven, and then it'll come up with insert food or something like that. It tells you when it's preheated and ready for you to place this in. And when that happens, we're going to do that. And I will be right back. Okay, here it says add food. So we're going to open it. We're going to take the rotisserie basket, kind of shake them around. Set this right here. Again, you know, open your drive gear and kind of spin it to lock in. We'll close it back. It will automatically come on, but we have to hit rotate at this point. That's when you want to hit it. Now that starts the rotisserie basket turning. So, and the timer starting. The timer doesn't start until it tells you to add the food. So, y'all hold up. We'll see how they're going to be in 16 minutes. Okay, let's take some temperature readings, and this is why, even when I put it in my area over here, I know, and it has little finger grooves, you can easily move it out from the cabinet, and here's why. And all air fryers are this way. I mean, they are usually discharging to the back, and they are usually very hot air. And I'll make sure I'm right over that outlet and see what we're going to get. And we're still climbing, and I'm not even sure you can see that. There's no way for me to know without stepping back there. That's 178, 180. We're still climbing. There's 187, 188. That's where I'm going to end at, right at, I think. About one. And it cut off on me, but 180, I saw 188, and there's 189 and 190. So that's my point, and I hope you can see that. And it's falling, obviously, but if you can see it, it hit 190, and that is the air discharging out of this square vent in the back that's probably about this big. So you certainly don't want to have it pushed up against a counter. Now, the sides of it, I'm going to just read them and tell you what they are. That's 137, 135 right here. The top is in fact, the top is cooler than the sides. The top is 120, 119. Again, I'll get one more reading on the side. And if I could get this to hold, I'm not sure I could, but here's my top number I get right here is 131. That's what I got on the side, if you can see that. And that's right here. And that's probably the warmest spot on the sides as far as touch. But for that discharge air on any air fryer, keep that in mind. Never have it backed up to something. I mean, you just don't want to. It's pretty hot. Anyhow, we'll see what these are going to do in, what, 7 minutes, I think it said. Y'all hold up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so one thing it does is once it gets past 1 minute, it starts counting in seconds. And at some point, I think 1 minute, the light came on. It may have been 45 seconds, but anyhow, the light comes on. And we'll see how it ends up. Let you see what it does at the end. I think it goes in a cool down. I'm not positive. Let's see. Yes, it goes into the cool down. Thought it did. And we're going to let it finish that. And then we're going to take them out. And I'm going to try setting them right here. I really don't know how it's going to work. But like I said, all we do is get them out of here. Oh yeah, press the red button. And then I'm going to set them right here in this bowl and let them cool just a minute, because I got to get some gloves. But I mean, they look okay. I don't see a problem with them. I'm not going to try and hold that basket. They look good. Now again, there's no way of testing. That's the only, if I've got an issue with the rotisserie basket, that's it. You can't test it until pretty much you're complete. Okay, so I did put together a couple of gloves that would do this right quick. And I think we're going to go back to our two bowl method. Set it right here. Slide that up. Unlock. And get that lid off. Just like that. And we're going to dump them in here. Because I don't think there's no way to go back. I don't know if I like that or not. You're going to definitely have to find out your cook times. And hopefully we are close. So I'm going to throw a little salt on there. And we're going to let them cool just a minute. And I'm going to tell you if they're done or not. So I will be right back. Well, let me say the verdict is in, and they are cooked pretty much perfect, the way I like them. And they just go well with stuff like ketchup. Okay, so now for one of my favorite foods, and in the air fryer especially, French fries, and they're perfect. They really are. They're good. They're the way I like them. Of course, you can go longer or shorter and all that. But what I want to say here is, I think Instant Pot has a good idea. If you only have an Instant Pot, this might be the perfect companion. And you know I'm a Ninja Foodie guy. I mean, if you watch my channel, it's obvious. And this kind of adds that element. And it does it well, it looks like. I mean, I haven't had it but a day, so I don't know for sure. But so far, so good. That rotating basket's a great idea. It also has this rotisserie that you can put a chicken on or something, or whatever. It's got a good design. And Instant Pot makes good items. That's all there is to it. I think they're a great company, and like I said, I like to dance with who brung me. They brung me to this party. They brought a lot of people to this party. They started the pressure cooker craze. But again, it's a good, compact, nice looking oven that's going to go on my counter. So I've got other ovens, and some of them are outside. I mean, I've got them, but this will be on my counter. It's a great looking item. If it wasn't, you know, it might not. But anyhow, y'all come back to see me. In fact, I'm going to put a video, or Google will, right over here that it says you want to watch next. And please do. And over here, subscribe to me. And this is the kind of stuff I do. I get off every once in a while from my main, usually Ninja Foodie recipes, but I promise you, I'm always looking for something to help you in the kitchen. And I mean, it's not going to hurt to subscribe. I think you'll find that most of my recipes and everything are accurate, and I'm not bragging. I'm asking you to test them. In fact, Test them when I put them out. Anything I do. And if I'm wrong, call me out. I say it all the time. I mean it. I love y'all all. Thanks for watching. Come back to see me. Like, share. Please share. That's how most of my stuff happens. And subscribe. Thank y'all. Bye.